Well, joining me now to discuss is Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville from Alabama. He's a member of the Armed Services Committee. Senator, thank you for being with us. I want to start by having you take a listen to President Zelenskyy's plea, really a plea to the West earlier today for more decisiveness in its assistance. Listen to this.
Listen, we have a war. We do not have time for all these signals. This is not ping pong. This is about human lives. We ask once again, solve it faster. Do not shift the responsibility. Send us planes.
Senator, your reaction to President Zelenskyy?
Well, I've got to know him pretty good over the last 5 or 6 months. I met with him in August, and hey, good guy. You know, he's a leader, and he's fighting a war, and we're playing politics. NATO and the United States playing politics, and it's just a shame that, you know, that we're not helping him as much as we can. We promised him we'd help him. There's no difference between a missile and an airplane. We've got planes they can use. He cannot survive unless he has air support. It's not going to happen. And there's going to be hundreds and hundreds of more people killed if we don't give them the opportunity to have the air support. So hopefully somebody comes up with a decision. Hopefully President Biden starts to understand that there's a war going on and we need to help him as much as we possibly can.
So right now the administration, Senator, is saying can't send the fighter jets. That's escalation. That gets NATO too involved in this. How do you respond to the reasoning of the Defense Department and the Biden administration when it comes to these MiGs that Poland wants to send to Ukraine?
Well, it's no different than what we should have been doing 5 or 6 months down the line before this. Every time they put people on the border, soldiers on the border, we should have put more missiles, javelins, Stinger missiles in Ukraine and prepared them for this. And then Putin would have seen this and he said, you know, I might not want to do this. We should have put the sanctions on. But there's no difference. We promised Ukraine, we, the people, United States, we promised them we'd help them all we could. We just weren't going to help them fight. And so we need to give them the air support. We need to give them these planes because there's going to be a lot of people killed if we don't. They have no chance to survive unless they have air support.
Senator, do you want to see a no-fly zone, a NATO-enforced no-fly zone?
No, we didn't, because that would get us involved. Because you get one plane in the air, then somebody's got to make sure that that doesn't happen. You're going to have a conflict. We don't need that, but we do need to support Ukraine as much as we possibly can, and we're not doing that. We need to load them up. We're trying to get as many things in there as we possibly can, and it's just unfortunate we waited too long. We waited way too long to help these people, and we're playing behind the 8 ball. Yeah. And what's happened now is Putin cannot lose this. He knows he's got to win. He kind of creeped into the country. Now he's going to be all in. All of his cards are going to be on the deck the next few days. There's going to be a lot of people killed. We have to get him the air support as quick as we possibly can, or they are not going to survive.
I know you're watching China through all of this. They called Russia a chief strategic partner. How concerned are you that China will undermine what the U.S. and Europe are trying to do in helping Ukraine?
They're taking notes every day. And this has all started with Afghanistan, the debacle we had there. I don't think Putin would have ever done this had he not seen a weak president like we've got now in terms of military. So Xi Jinping is looking at this. He understands they've got a plan. They're going to Taiwan. It's just whether it's going to be next week or next year or 3 years from now.
They are watching indeed. Senator, always appreciate your thoughts. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.